Next up, Ryan, hardcore closer, Stewman.
I welcome you to the YouTube of the dude who rewired minds and changed his life. I went from selling dope, now I'm selling hope. It's all about helping others grow. You ain't know. It's Ryan Stewman.
What up, Apex? Another Motivational Monday coming in hot. You know what it is. But before we get started, I'd like everybody to turn off their goddamn phones. That would be nice. Thanks a lot, camera guy. Fuck. And you guys are always wanting to hire them. I'm just saying. But I just want to say, you know, how grateful I am for my life. And what I'm about to say, I don't want this to come off as bragging, but more of a leadership, me showing you what's possible if you will build this machine and do this work. My life is nothing short of fucking amazing. Like, I wouldn't trade it for anybody. And over the last few weeks, some of the experiences I've had that I've gotten paid to be a part of have just been next level. You know, 3 weeks ago, I was in San Diego, and I literally got to talk to and meet Oscar de la Hoya. I got to talk to and meet Mike Tyson. I got to meet Marshall Falk, and that's just like a quick highlight reel of what went on. And then 2 weeks ago, I went to Los Angeles for Fleischman's 40th birthday, and bro, this place is so fucking cool that I'm like sitting in line to get like a piece of pizza, and I look next to me, and motherfucking Short Dog is standing there in line next to me. Too Short. You know, pimping ain't easy. Fucking get it while the getting is good. Motherfucking like childhood idol for me. Like, is sitting right next to me. I'm like, what up, pimp? He's like, what's up, big dog? What's your name? Like it was fucking crazy. You know, we're at this house that I looked up. It's $135 fucking million. That's a record for me. No, that's not true. That's not a record because Bilzerian's place sold for $250 million, and I was inside of it. So, but like, fuck, it was not like so nice. It was unreal, and the views, the people, like Lil Wayne's there performing, Steve Aoki's there, and I'm thinking, you know, 15 years or so ago, I was sitting in a fucking prison cell, a hopeless loser that lost everything, lost my marriage, my fucking license to do business, my freedom, my right to bear arms, like, fuck, everything. Everything that fucking mattered to me was stripped from me. And imagine that, and then having to sit in that motherfucker knowing you didn't do shit wrong and that they fucked up and didn't want to admit their mistake being the government, and I'm having to suffer the consequences for a fucking mistake that they weren't willing to fucking right. I have every reason to be bitter, but fuck, I love my life, you know? And I can tell you, it's because of one thing. It's because I had a big fucking belief. You see, when I walked into that federal prison in 2007, I said, this is going to be my last goddamn time inside one of these, and I'm going to come out a better person because of this. And that's exactly what I did. And I got out and listened, every curveball, every struggle, every financial hurdle, every fucking relationship hurdle, every hiring, firing, and manipulating and influence, and every fucking struggle you could think of has come my way. It's not like I got out and all of a sudden I had these karma points stored up for me to win at life. But I had a big belief. I believed that it was possible for me to get out of that situation and live the very life. I would be in the halfway house and listening to the guys play their radios with Lil Wayne and shit on them, and I'm thinking one day I'm going to pay that motherfucker to be at a concert at my house. That's how I want to live. I don't want to just hear him on the radio. One day I want to pay that motherfucker. Well, I didn't even have to pay. I got it for free at somebody's house that's way nicer than mine. But I had this big belief. It wasn't just about that. I had belief that, man, I could travel anywhere I wanted to in a private jet. That belief's come true. I had a belief that I could own the fucking cars that I want. That belief's come true. I had a belief that I could find the perfect fucking spouse for me, a clearly neurotic, psycho, fucking alpha personality-driven motherfucker, and it did it. I had a belief that I could be a better father than anybody. Like when my kids give me world greatest dad cups, they fucking comparing me to all y'all, right? They're not just like, oh, this is the only dad I know. So this is no. My kids, as a matter of fact, my son Jackson comes in for Father's Day back in June, and he has a cup in his hand, a coffee cup. And he goes, I know you don't drink coffee, Dad, but I got this because it says you're a world champion dad, and I want you to know you're not just the world's greatest dad, you're a champion dad. And I'm like, man, this is my fucking 9-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'm gonna cry on camera just thinking about that. But the thing is, like, these are the big beliefs that I had. I had a belief that at 42 fucking years old, I could weigh sub 190. At 42, most people at 42 got a waist that matches their fucking age, right? But I believed that I could stay in shape. I could be in the best shape of my life, even though I'm old as fuck, right? I might have to sacrifice my hair for this shit, but at some point, I'm just gonna have to fucking bite the bullet and buy new hair. But other than that, I'm making it happen, right? And the thing is, I believed all this stuff. And it came true. It didn't come true overnight, it came true over time. But everything that I believed and kept believing and kept visualizing about it and kept focused on, man, this shit's all fucking true, all of it. I got the girl. I got the fucking kids. I got the cars. I got the fucking house. I got the jet. I got the business portfolio. I got the fucking accountants. I got the family office. I got the business. I got the employees. I got the fucking technology. I got the data. I got the fucking systems. I got it because I had a big fucking belief. And those of you that are in Apex that have been in here for a while, that are at the top of your industry, there's a lot of you in here. You got it too, and you know it, and that big belief's what got you it. So my buddy Chase Hero shares a Instagram story the other day, and he goes, you want to know how all this shit in America is being done? Just go watch the movie How to Become a Tyrant on Netflix. And I'm like, that sounds like the kind of movie that there's some pretty good lessons in about business. Like, you can use information for good or evil. Obviously, I'm going to use the information for good, but, I don't want to be a tyrant, but there's obviously some big fucking steps in somebody that's crazy enough to be able to take over a fucking country. Surely I can take over a business or a marketplace, right? Using some of the same techniques, however, ethically. So there's no confusion. But the very first step to become a tyrant, according to this series, to become a world leader, and let's replace the word tyrant because it's a negative word, right? So let's replace the word tyrant with world leader, okay? In order to become a world leader, that would mean you're over a country or over a section of the world, right? But in order to become a world leader, the first step is to believe that you're the one. So you have guys like Saddam Hussein, who had in an impoverished country where, and what I mean by impoverished is Iraq has a shitload of oil reserves, obviously, but it is also a country of extreme poverty. You have the have and the have-nots. There aren't any have-some, right? That a man can rise up in the ranks in the military in one of the most deadliest fucking places in the world and take it over. We watched Muammar Gaddafi do the same thing. We watched... El Chapo do it in Mexico, even though he wasn't a politician in a political sense. He was a tyrant who took over a cartel, right? Everybody knows the story of Stalin, Hitler, the usual suspects, Mussolini, right? But the one thing in common is that they all started with the belief that they were the one. They were the one to rescue their people. They were the one to put the economic plan in place. And so that's what I'll call the big belief, the belief that you're the one. You're the only person that can disrupt your industry. You're the only person that can make your industry better. You're the only person that can start that business. You're the only person that can be that husband, that wife. You're the only person that can be that brother, that sister. You're the only person. And imagine that, right? Some dudes and ladies dream of like going to college and landing a job. These motherfuckers were dreaming about taking over countries and invading Poland and fucking whatever the fuck they had to do to make shit happen. It's fucking crazy. But they had a belief. And here's the thing about a big belief is it's contagious. Because so many people are looking for something to believe in. When you're the person that believes in it, they'll believe right alongside of you because shit, you must know something I don't, because fucking I thought when I turned 18, I was going to know everything when I was an adult. Turns out I don't know shit. And turns out the people I thought that knew everything, they don't know shit either. So you believe in something, I can get behind that and believe it. And again, we're taking the tyrant part off of the fucking stage here and we're putting the word leader in its place. So that's you. You have a big belief that you can start that business. Guess what? Those employees are going to come to you because they believe in you. And you have a big belief. But here's what most people do. Is they suppress big beliefs to play small. No way that could be me. Like in their head, it's like you're the only one. That voice that we talk about all the time, that voice, the controller. Hey, yo, Stewman, you're the only one. And then what Andy Frisella calls the bitch voice, I think he got that from David Goggins, if I remember correctly, but that inner bitch voice, what happens there is that inner bitch voice steps in and goes, surely it can't be you. Surely it can't be me. How the fuck can it be me? I'm over here struggling to do X, Y, Z. How the fuck am I supposed to be the guy that goes and becomes a leader and has a big belief in myself and gets everybody to believe in me when I struggle with small beliefs in myself? See, that's you trying to rationalize yourself out of taking action. But let me tell you something that Mike Tyson said that will stay with me for fucking forever. He said, there is no courage without fear, right? Every time he got in the ring, he was scared to fucking death. But the thing is, what made him courageous, what made him a champion, what made him the best is he had a big goddamn belief that if he could fucking just get in there and have the courage to fucking step into position to take this shit over, that if he had the courage to face that fear, then surely if he was that courageous, he could fucking win too. That's what you have to think in your life. Surely if you're courageous enough to face the fear of starting that job, face the fear of asking that person out, face the fear of raising that family, face the fear of investing that dollar, surely if you could be courageous enough to face that fucking fear, then you can have a big enough fucking belief to believe in yourself that you're gonna fucking make it. You got to have a big belief. But see, you'll try to rationalize with your internal voice. You'll try to rationalize and negotiate with it to play small. But playing small drowns big dreams and big beliefs. I had a big belief that I could travel the world and be on tour. I had a big belief that I'm the only fucking person who can do this shit. And what I mean by that is if you look at my track record for 11 years, I've made it right every time. There ain't a fucking person that has met me personally or done business with me that can truly say that they were in a worse place because of me. It's never happened. Now, there's a lot of people that have met me that are in a worse place because of them, but I did everything in my fucking power to put them in a better place because of me. They made the decision to drown those big beliefs of their own by playing small. And there's not even that many of them. There's a lot more of you than there is of them. But I had a belief that I'm the guy that can do this shit without selling my soul to the devil, without selling you out, without fucking playing small, without having to fucking get sponsors, without being some corporate bitch, without lying, manipulating, fabricating, overstating, fucking under-delivering, without having to do any of that shit. I'm fucking here because I had a belief that it was possible. Was it hard? Fuck yeah, it's hard. Every goddamn day it's fucking hard. Some days harder than others, but fucking I'm here. And I did it. Because I'm just dumb enough to believe that whatever that fucking voice, whatever that button, whatever that controller wants of me, I'm just dumb enough to go, well, you gotta be fucking smarter than I am because I'm not that smart, so I'm gonna do what the fuck you're telling me to do. And I got a big belief. The big belief may not even be in me, but the big belief is in him, God. The big belief is that the controller's got a bigger plan for my life. And if I just believe in the controller and do his fucking work here on earth, then the big belief is it'll all work out. And I swear to fucking God, it's all working out really good. It's all working out really good. I've got the right people around me. I got the right things going on. When I was at that party in LA, I had to come to a big realization, y'all. And again, I don't want any of this to come off as bragging. I'm just telling you, 2-time felon, grew up in fucking the East Dallas hood, fucking, you know the story. And I'm in Hollywood with fucking Everybody, your favorite Instagram ass shaker to your favorite fucking football player or rapper and everything else. And man, everybody knows who I am. They're taking pictures with me, fucking hanging around our table. Fucking people come sending me texts. Hey man, come with us. Hey, come with us. Hey, let him in here. Like I had to come to the realization that fuck, I'm a celebrity. Like I'm one of these people. That was never my goal, but the big belief was in order for me to have influence, I'm going to need the influence of those people, and I got it. I'm just dumb enough to believe that I can make it happen, and I got it. You're no different than me. Matter of fact, you have many more advantages than I do. You're probably smarter. You're probably better looking. You know, you're probably more educated. You probably don't have felonies. You probably got a better head start somewhere in life. And I'm not knocking you. I'm just telling you the reason why you are where you are right now, if you're dissatisfied, is because you're playing small out of your choice to do so, not out of what's possible for your life. I know for so many people that's going to be a hard pill to swallow. And I know for a lot of you, you're going to think you're playing big when you're really not. You know, I'm making 20 grand a month. Seems pretty big to me, Stewman. And you make an impact at that. But you'll make a bigger impact at $2 million a month. You just got to have a big enough to believe that you're that motherfucker that can do it. And if some of these fucking weirdos like Gaddafi and Hitler and Saddam Hussein are weird enough to fucking have these big beliefs to take over countries and do fucking crazy shit, surely you're a good enough leader to have a big enough belief in yourself that you can take over the marketplace for good and do a service to everybody that you possibly can. Rise above.